My name is Donato and welcome back to the latest Walk and Talk weekly update. Let's go. But before I go into the detail of this week's update and what an epic week it has been so far, I would really love for you guys to help out with this channel, that it can reach out to a wider audience and share the love of passion of what's going on here. Yes, and you can do that simply by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment below. So thank you so much. Onwards and upwards. So yes guys and girls, a very warm welcome back to here along the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal. For those of you who've been regularly watching, yes, this is one of my favourite walking places for the weekly Walk and Talk update. And speaking of subscribers, as I said, it really helps get the word out for this channel. There's been so many of you who've been subscribers now for many years and leaving comments, and a big shout out to you guys, but also a big shout out to so many of you new people. Yes, a lot. There has been a massive surge of new subscribers to this channel, partly due I think to Andy Forrester Dean Runner giving me a shout out at the Shepperdine Marathon from the other week, where we'd bumped into each other. He was running a marathon, I was running a half marathon, and yeah, he gave a shout on the video. So if you are new here and are subscribed, thanks to Andy pointing you to me here, leave a comment below saying something like Andy Fod Runner, so I can see that you've come from Andy's channel. But yeah, it's great to see you new guys. So what has the week been like for me? I'm going to go through, because we've had a bank holiday, I did do a bit of a little mini trip, a mini tour of the Derbyshire Dales. I'll talk about that, but also talk about the 70.3 Ironman training, that I'm really getting into the meat of it now. And also I'll just give a quick update following from that last video. Really appreciate the comments there about the recovery from my Shepperdine Half Marathon. And yes, whilst this month of May, we're now in May, hurrah! It's quite an auspicious month for me. Yes, this is the month where I'll be 60. Yeah, at the end of May, so it's a couple of weeks time away, and I'm very much looking forward to that 60, eh? Whew. But random fact, that the time that I ran the Shepperdine Half Marathon, 1:27:27, which I'm super happy with. As I say, the details of that is no specific training. You know, I had like 4 weeks off from the Ironman training and no tapering. In fact, on the Saturday before, apart from having a galloping Montezuma's that early morning before I started the travel down to get there, that I did have, what was it, hour and a half on the bike turbo training. So not really the best of preparations for a half marathon, but super happy with that time. But that particular time, Colin, regular subscriber here, regular commenter, left me a comment on the socials. If you're not following me on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Poet with Pace, you can follow me there. He's commented that that was his PB, 1:27:27, and would you believe he done that PB here in Staffordshire? Yes, in the Shires of Stafford. How random is that, eh? How random is that? You couldn't write that script. So well done, Colin, and thanks for that, for the random fact for this week. So the week, I'm still recovering. It's been I don't know what it was, whether it was going at that speed, longest that I've ran since January. Yeah, because my training has been basically just lots of easy runs. I think the longest long run has probably been an hour and 10 minutes, nice and easy. Also carbon plate shoe, running in that, I didn't feel too good from it, and sadly those A6 Magic Speed are going back to A6. I think for me, and people have left comments about non-responders and so on, I don't think the shoes worked for me. I have got another pair of Asics, whatever you call them, for the try, which I'm going to try out and see how I get on with those. I'll talk more about those next week, because they literally just arrived in the box yesterday. so I've not been out running in them. And yeah, so maybe it's my old age, I don't know. You know, feel free to leave comments below what you think it might be, but for me, I didn't feel it got the best from me. And as I'm walking along here, you're probably wondering why I'm in my winter raincoat and hat. For those who have been in the UK, because we had a bank holiday this Monday, the weather tends to take a change, and right now it's beginning to spit some rain. The forecast was 90% of rain, so hopefully I'll get this recorded before the rain becomes torrential. Yes, I know, and too much detail, eh? But for me, the recovery is going in, and now with the 70.3 training, it is becoming quite intense. Yeah, and I'm looking ahead, and this week in particular. So last week was a bit of a light week to recover from the half marathon, as I'm sure you know we all should do. Yeah, you don't go straight back into training, depending on what kind of time you ran and so on and so forth. Yeah, there's all sorts of dependencies. Yeah, I get it. But last week was a light week, and now I'm really getting into the meat. And this week, I know that for triathlon we've got to do swim, bike, run, but one of the days is a swim, bike, run training day. Yeah, I think, let me recall, one of the days is, yeah, 2.5k swim, 1 hour on the bike at a particular zone 2 level, and 1 hour 20 easy run. Yeah, so you go figure that out. Yeah, so you're looking at around 3.5 hours of training, and not bad for a 60-year-old, and it's not bad for any age really. Is that it's stepping up now. I'm 11 weeks from that start line. Well, it's a little less than 11 weeks now. It's 10 weeks and a bit by the time you've seen this, and yeah, it's getting meaty. It's getting meaty, and I am eating like there's no tomorrow. Imagine burning all those calories on it. I've not really measured what my intake of calories are, but I'm sure it's quite a lot, as I'm sure you'd like to leave the comments in there. Yeah, so yes, it is beginning to drizzle a bit, so I think I'll just go up to that particular lock and then turn around, as I often do on this particular walk, and update you on what I've been getting up to over the bank holiday weekend, because I was doing a bit of mini tourism. You may recall on one of the previous videos where I was at this particular lock. This is Deptmore Lock, and there was a canal boat going through this, and it was dropping down. I was showing you the principles of how these locks work, but today, no boat today. Anyway, let's head back. So as I begin my walk back, yes, what have I been up to? So I was relaxing a little bit and doing a bit of mini tourism, as now in the UK they're relaxing certain lockdown restrictions, so you can go on staycations, which is within the UK, so you can travel around different counties in the UK without any restrictions on distance. Whilst I wasn't going on a staycation, I did have a day trip out to the Derbyshire Dales. Yes, the Derbyshire Dales, and I went to 2 places. First place I went to was Matlock Bath, which yes, do you want to see how I got on there? Yes, head on over to that. G'day trippers, yes, here I am today. It's bank holiday weekend, it's the Sunday, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a film. I'm here in the Peak District in England, in the Shires to be exactly. I'm in Derbyshire, and I'm at Matlock Bath. I call it Bath. I think some of the posh people might say Barth, but there's no R in Bath, so don't say Barth. But anyway, leave your comments below what you think. How do you pronounce Bath or Barth? This is Matlock Bath, or Matlock Bath, here in the Peak District. Absolutely gorgeous here. I'm here at the well, it's the public loo basically, but it's a good building. And yes, in fact, shall I show you the main high street? Let's go and have a look. Let's have a little jog out and see the main high street. So here I am. There it is. This is the main high street, and now as the lockdown is easing here in England, we can see the outdoor dining. There's some great chip shops here. See, do they know me? What, they're tooting their horn, waving? They obviously video bombing me, but I think they recognise Donato here in Derbyshire. Yeah. So it's a beautiful place. If you've never been here, it's one of the top tourist sites in not just England but in Britain. You've got the Abraham Heights where you can go across the tops of the peaks here. It's absolutely beautiful. There's even a train station here. If you don't drive, you can get here by train, but I love it. It's fantastic. So get out to Matlock Bath or Barth. Yeah, in fact, for those who are English who listen on here, that when you say the word Barth, for me it actually means something quite different and not nice. But anyway, get to here, Matlock Bath. I'm enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying yourself as well too. So back to the main part of the video. Did you enjoy that? I mean, I particularly enjoyed Matlock Bath, and as I was saying, do you call it Bath or Barth? And as I pointed out, that whilst some people may say Bath, to me Barth sounds like there's an R in the word, and there isn't an R in Bath, is there? So it's Bath as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, following that, we decided to head out to a wonderful town that is famous for a particular kind of cake. So in Derbyshire, still in the Derbyshire Dales, and I've never been there ever in my life. I know it's tough, so I'm going to take you there now and see what you think of this wonderful town in the Derbyshire Dales. G'day trippers, I've arrived in another wonderful town here in Derbyshire, in the Peak District, Bakewell. I thought I'd got a simp sign here that you can see it's Bakewell, and I'm going to head over. You might hear some music as I'm getting closer. Someone's singing. Yes, there's an opera singer here in Bakewell, and I'm going to take you along and you'll see this chap. He is giving it some, yeah, but it's absolutely beautiful here. Typical quaint English village town, and here's our singer. Oh wow, what a voice, what a voice. Yes, as you can see here, along these little alleyways, there's beautiful little coffee shops, tea shops, all tucked away where you can get your nice, calm, sedate cup of tea and a cake. And for those of you who know Bakewell and you know your cakes, there's obviously only one thing that Bakewell, well, there's many things I'm sure Bakewell is famous for, but the number one thing that Bakewell is famous for is the Bakewell Tart. Oh yes, let's go get some. As I've mentioned a number of times, Bakewell is famous for its Bakewell Tart, so here I am at the Bakewell Tart shop. I'm going to pick up a Bakewell Tart, yeah? So here I am now with Bakewell Tart and custard and a cup of tea. And I'm happy now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh yes. Can't beat that. Traditional Bakewell Tart with custard. Again, custard is a very English thing, but I like it. I'm here now at the riverside, right opposite the riverside garden, and look at this beautiful bridge. Yes, gorgeous, eh? Have a look at this. So I'm just about to go over the river here in Bakewell, and this bridge is famous for all the locks. I don't know if you can see all these. These are all padlocks, and it's a custom of locking your love, declaring your love. Each one of these will have names on it and things like you see on here. You see this, it says love, and then here you've got Mark, Penny, Paul, Natalie. All of these are mummy and daddy. All of these are locks of love. And there's a beautiful river. What better place to lock your love here in Bakewell? So I thought I'd capture a bit of something here in Bakewell I don't think you'd often see, and it's a tree. If you look at the shape of this tree, can you see that? Wow. There's all sorts of random, eh? So yes guys, Bakewell, Bakewell Tart. I mean, that was so scrummy, yummy, 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 yummy. You can't beat Bakewell Tart, and with the custard as well and the cup of tea, I mean, that was like heaven. Obviously having had the lunch before, and that was like just an afternoon pudding type thing, yeah. And thoroughly enjoyed it, loved it. Have any of you guys been out to the Derbyshire Dales? Do some of you live in the Derbyshire Dales? Leave it in the comments below. So that's been my week. Next week I'll be updating you how I'm getting on. I may move these updates to a Monday, so you have a full week. So my training week does go from Monday to Sunday. So whilst you're getting this update on a Friday, there's still a couple of days. And this weekend, talking about intense training, on the Saturday I think I have a progressive run. Yeah, it's about an hour 10, so I'm progressively getting quicker. So you start slow and then slowly get quicker, or quickly get quicker, however you phrase that. 3 hours on the bike and then followed by Sunday another run, long easy run, and another session. I think that's only an hour on the bike. Only an hour. Whoa. So 3 hours, that'll be my longest training session on the bike so far this year. In fact, it'll probably be my longest training session ever, because I'll be doing it on the turbo. With this weather and with the traffic and different conditions, I don't think at the moment just yet I'll be out on the roads. So 3 hours on a turbo, oof. For me, when I'm on a turbo, again, leave some comments below. What do you guys do? Whilst the treadmill is not my favourite piece of equipment for running, I much prefer being out on the trails here and roads. Trails first, roads second. Whilst I race on roads, I do enjoy the training on the trails. Is that I know the benefits of treadmill running. So there are great benefits of indoor turbo training on the bike as well. So I'm trying to capitalise on that before getting on the roads. And I'd love to hear from you guys. How do you mix up your training, you know, with the running, cycling, triathlon, whatever it may be? In particular with the running, do you mix it up on different terrain? Do you mix it with elevation as well, or do you just go on a nice gentle easy run like this along the canal on cue, the ducks flying away for me? How about for cinematic production, and nice easy flat running, just pottering along? Yeah, leave it in the comments below what your favorite types of training is. And that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed watching my update. If you have, as I said, please do give this a thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments below, and I very much look forward to seeing you next week. And as I mentioned, leave in the comments below Monday. Shall I move it to Monday updates? Love to hear from you. Bye for now, and remember, trippers, whenever you are, whatever you do, just keep smiling. Thank you guys.